Hey girl, you are now tuned into the Allow Yourself Grace podcast, the space where we get real, we get raw, and give ourselves permission to rise anyway. I'm your host, Courtney Kristen, and I'm here to walk with you through the moments that demand change, the seasons that force us to pivot, and the experiences that invite us to shift, not just our mindset, but our entire way of showing up in the world. This space is for anyone learning to release perfection, embrace the process, and find power in the pause. Because growth isn't always pretty, but it's always possible when you allow yourself grace. So take a deep breath, settle in, and let's get into the episode. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Allow Yourself Grace podcast. I'm your host, Courtney Kristen, and if you're new here, welcome in. Thank you guys for joining me today. And, we're just going to dive right in. I like to dive right on into today's topic. So today I want to talk about accountability, discipline, and the reality that nobody can create the life you want for you. Hello? Nobody can do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. So, today's title of this episode is You're the Only One Who Can Make It Happen. And I know that that may sound tough. It may sound harsh. It might not even sound good because I can't get it out. But look, y'all gonna help me with this episode because I want to hear your feedback. I want to hear what you think once we're done with the episode. So nobody's gonna make it happen but you. And I know that, a lot of times we don't like to hear stuff bluntly. We don't want anybody to say anything harsh or hurt our feelings. Y'all, I promise you, I'm doing this all out of love, right? And we're all learning and growing together. So stay. If you're here, stay, listen, tune in, because I promise you something's going to be said during this episode that you can relate to and that you can definitely resonate with. Okay, let's dive right in. Stop waiting, okay? That's the first thing. A lot of people are waiting. You're waiting for motivation. You're waiting on someone to support you. You're waiting on that perfect time, that perfect moment for everything to be absolutely perfect and right, waiting to feel ready. I'm not ready yet. I got to get myself together. There's still some things I need to do. I got to do this first before I can do it. But growth happens when you move anyway. Okay? Stop waiting. When you get to it and you start moving, that growth is going to start to happen. Your future changes the moment you stop waiting and you start participating in your own growth. No one can do it for you. You have to do it. You have to become an active participant in your own growth, in your own life. Nobody can want it more than you. That's my favorite thing to say. Nobody can want it more than you. I say that because I can try my best to motivate you. I can give you resources. I can even give you money. But it's not going to happen unless you put in the work. Unless you say, hey, it's go time. I got to get this done. People can support you. People can encourage you. People can even pray for you. They can pray. They can break out the oil. They can literally be on their knees calling out to God for you. But at the end of the day, nobody can do it but you. You have to put in the work. You have to be consistent. You have to be disciplined. If you're trying to build a business, you have to be disciplined. You have to be consistent. If you're thinking about starting that podcast, You have to be disciplined. You have to be consistent. You have to show up tired. You have to show up not having it all together. Stay committed to the goal. Stay committed to the plan. It's going to take commitment. It's going to take hard work. It's going to take sacrifice. It's going to take you surpassing that thing in your mind that is keeping you from hitting go, from activating. It's going to take you showing up anyway, showing up despite how you feel, despite things not going right, learning how to change, learning how to pivot, learning how to shift on this journey. Y'all know that's what we do over here at Allow Yourself Grace. We change, we pivot, we shift when we need to, because God has given us all the things we need. Sometimes when things don't go right, it could be because He's protecting us from something. He's stopping that roadblock. Like maybe we didn't need to go that way, because if we would have went that way, X, Y, and Z would have happened, and it would have been something that God wasn't ready for you to go through at that moment. So we have to start to shift our mindset to look at things differently, to look at things with the mind of Christ. Because there's plenty of times when things don't work out. And once we get a little bit further down the road, we realize like, hey, man, that probably didn't work out because, man, I would have been like that. Like that, oh my God, God was protecting me. Have you ever just praised God for protecting you? From protecting you from being in a place you know you didn't need to be in, but you were adamant about being there. And God said no. He literally said no. And you cried for a little bit. You went through what you had to go through for a little bit, but you got over it. And then when you got past it, you look back like, man, I see why God, I see why you did that, God. I see why I didn't go that way. Like sometimes you have to go ahead and just thank God in advance for what He's protecting you from. Thank God for your protection. Thank God for divine alignment. Whew, y'all. Building a business. Let's talk about that for a second. A lot of you have reached out and you're saying, hey, I'm trying to start this business. Hey, I'm trying to start this podcast, but I need help. The first thing you're going to do to help yourself is believe that you can do it already. Sometimes we pray for things that we're unwilling to work for. So believe that you can do it and be ready to put in the work. Those are the two things. Believe that you can do it and be ready to put in the work. Don't pray for it if you're not ready to put in the work, because we want to pray for things and we expect God to just do it. God, why you not doing it? God, that's not fair. God, I've been praying and I don't have an answer, because you're not willing to put in the work. You want somebody to give it to you. You want this person to just do it. You want God to just do it. You want Him to just do the thing that you want Him to do right now, because you want it, and you want it when you want it, because I need it, God. I need it. I need it. Do you need it or do you want it? Because I believe that if you need it, God's going to give it to you, because He said that I supply all your needs. I'll supply all your needs. I'll supply all your needs. He didn't say wants. He said needs. So I believe that if I need it, He's going to give it to me. But I still got to put in some work. I still have to apply pressure about me. If you're not serious about you, then you can't expect anybody to be serious about you. You got to learn how to take yourself serious. You have to be like, look, I know I'm going to have to work. I might be sweating. I own a business. There's days I got to clean the toilet. There's days I got to slack up the trash. There's days I got to sweep. There's stuff I got to do before I can get to somebody coming to do it. I got to do it. So those are the things I'm talking about. Some of y'all are unwilling to do the thing that you need to do to get what you want. You see, Courtney has a business. You see, Courtney has a podcast. You don't see the work behind it. Like, my husband and I talk about this all the time, because we really don't think people see the work. You got to be willing to work. Some of y'all aren't willing to work. You're not willing to sacrifice anything. You want everything and you want to give nothing in return. It doesn't work like that. Sometimes you're sitting there wasting God's time and you clogging up the prayer line, praying for things that you're not willing to work for. You're not willing to sacrifice. You don't want to put in the work. There's some things you're going to have to do to get access. You don't just get access. Excuses keep you stuck. You always got an excuse why you can't do something. You always got an excuse why, I wanted to start a podcast, but I didn't have anybody to help me and a person sitting in your face. But guess what? You're not willing to put in the work. And a lot of y'all aren't willing to invest. You want people to help you and you don't have money sit to the side to get the things done that you need to get done. If I want something, I'm going to invest in it. If I feel like it's valuable, I'm going to invest in it. So if you come to me and you say, I need help, and I say, okay, these are the expenses. I can help you, but these are the expenses. This is the cost. And you say, oh, well, I don't have enough money. I need you to go work for the money and then come back. Okay? Come back when you're ready to invest. Okay? Those are the things that people don't want to hear. And that goes back to what I said in the beginning about accountability, about being accountable. If you don't have it, let's think about why you don't have it. And let's think about what I need to do to get it. But again, you want to take yourself completely out of the equation and get everything you want. It doesn't work like that. Those excuses about why you can't do something, about why you're not willing to invest in you, have to go out the window because it's going to keep you stuck. There's common excuses. I don't have time. I don't have enough time. I'm busy. I got kids. All the excuses that we hear on a daily from people are going to keep you stuck. They're going to keep you stuck. Saying what you don't have, saying what you're not going to do, those things are going to keep you stuck. Saying what you're scared of is going to keep you stuck. So if you want to keep being stuck, keep doing those same things. Keep making those excuses. Keep being scared. Keep saying you don't have time. Keep saying you don't have money. Keep being scared, lacking confidence, fear of judgment. Oh, they're gonna talk about me. I mean, they talked about Jesus Christ. They pierced him in the side. They put nails. They beat him. They hung him on a cross for God's sakes. They buried him. Like all the things they did to him, but he still showed up and put in the work for us so that we have the opportunity to create the life that we want. We have the opportunity to live without fear, to know that he goes before us. Some of you guys, you read your Bible, you go to church, you repeat all the things you hear at church, all the positive things, because y'all don't really want to get into the Bible, but that's a whole nother story for a different day. You want to do all these things, but then you still play scared. You still fear somebody judging you. You sit here and you scroll and you talk about everybody else, but what you want to do with your life or how you're going to execute what you need to execute. Like, come on, y'all. What would happen if you stopped focusing on the excuse and started focusing on the solution? What would happen? What would happen if you stopped focusing on excuses and started focusing on solutions? What would happen? What would happen? Become who you need to be. Sometimes the next level requires a different version of you. It requires you to completely transform. It requires you to completely renew your mind, to ask God to restore you. It requires you to be at the feet of God daily. You have to be willing to give up something. You have to be willing to do something besides talk. Besides talk about the discipline that you're going to have. Besides talk about the habits you want to have. Besides talk about how consistent you want to be. You have to be able to show up. Emotional growth has to happen. This version of you that you're praying to be is waiting on you to evolve. Is waiting on you to become. You have to get in the face of God and be like, look, God, I want to transform, but I know I need your help. I'm going to stop making excuses. I'm going to stop counting myself out. I'm going to need your help on this one. I don't know how to do it, but I'm going to walk if you say you're going to walk with me. I'm going to walk if you have my back. He's waiting for you to just ask. He's always waiting. He's always listening. He already knows you're saying it in your mind. But when you going to ask him? And when you ask him, be ready to take action when you get up off your knees, praying to him and asking him to do the thing that you want him to do. Tell him how you're ready to put in the work. Tell him how I'm no longer going to play scared. I'm going to come up with the solution instead of focusing on my problems. Y'all, when I tell y'all, God has really been testing me in this season. He's been testing me because every single thing that I decide to outsource, I realize that God is calling me to do it. He wants me to learn it. For some reason, he wants me to do it. He wants me to experience it. And y'all, all of that is work. So I'm putting in the work because I want the thing that I want. And whatever God says that I need, I want it to happen in the season. I want him to honor me and see my work because he sees me honoring him and he sees me putting in the work. He sees my heart. I want him to know, man, Courtney's a hard worker. She really wants this thing. Like, have you ever been at a job and you're like, you just started and you're like, man, I want to move up. I want to get promoted. And guess what you do? You do everything right. You stay late. You're putting in all the work because you wanna move up, right? And some of you guys are even managers. You're even like in the position, and you get the position, and you realize, man, this is not what it's cracked up to be. Like I thought this was gonna feel different. This is just way more work. It's way more pressure. That's how we have to think about our goals. The higher we go, the higher we ask God to elevate us, there's going to be some things that we have to go through in order to build our stamina. You know, when you're running a race, you have to have stamina. You have to have stamina finish to keep going. And that's kind of the place that you're in. The higher you elevate, you have to have stamina. You have to have emotional awareness. You have to have a stronger shell. Like you have to be tough in a sense because all the things you go through along the way, it builds you. It builds you. It builds you. It gives you the fuel that you're going to need to stay there. It's going to give you the fuel that you need to operate in that season. And when God is putting that battery in your back, he want to make sure that you're equipped for all the things that you're going to experience along the way. So you may be wondering, why don't I have the thing right now? Why isn't it coming right now? Because you're still being equipped. You're still being transformed. And so you have to be willing to go through that season of transformation. You already have something valuable inside of you. It's already inside of you. He's already given it to you. You already have purpose. You just have to unlock it. You already have potential. You already have what it takes to start. But nobody can move for you. Nobody can heal for you. Nobody can build this dream life that you want for you. You have to do it. You don't need permission to change. You don't need anybody's permission to change your own life. Once you make up your mind that that's what you want to do, make it happen. Tell God that I'm all the way locked in with you, God. And I need you to just show me the way and I'm going to follow. And when God says follow me, that means come behind me, work with me, work, right? Work. I want you to, if you have affirmations on your mirror, write down work. Okay, that needs to be one of them. Because nothing's going to come to you if you're not putting in the work. Take action. This season, I think we're in the third quarter of the year. Y'all know I'm bad with numbers. We're in the third quarter. It's time to go, y'all. We're going to be in the fourth quarter before you know it. And a lot of y'all are going to be using the holidays as excuses. So make the third quarter your start. If you haven't started, if you've been playing around the first and second quarter, or maybe something happened, you took a break, make this third quarter your time to really just lock in with God, to really give it all you got. If you don't know your purpose, ask God to show you. He will show you. You know, he may have been showing you little signs along the way. The things that keep coming, that you keep seeing, that you keep running into, people keep telling you, ask God about it, lock in with it if it's something you really want to do, because y'all, life is short. And I want you to be able to maximize your full potential. Okay? Lock in. It's time. It's time. If you feel like, I'm alone, just know that you're never alone. God is always walking with you. He always provides, even in the times where we feel like we're at our lowest, we have our last, we don't know what we're going to do. He always provides. All you got to do is ask him. Wake up a little earlier, lock in with him. Stay up a little later, lock in with him. Whatever you need to do to have that time with God, do that. Even if you're married, even if you're single, even if you have kids, it doesn't matter. Just develop your own relationship with him, because he'll start showing you a lot of things. There's a lot of you walking around saying, I don't know my purpose. I don't know what I want to do. I'm not sure. I want to start, but I don't know. I'm not really sure if that's for me. Ask God. He will show you. He will send you signs along the way. Sometimes we're afraid to ask. We're afraid to be alone and quiet. But I tell you, when you get in a quiet space, that's when God speaks the loudest. He speaks the loudest in the quiet times, when you're alone, when nobody else is around, when it's just you and him. So try that. It works. Thank you guys so much for listening to the Allow Yourself Grace podcast. Make sure you share with a friend. Send somebody over here to learn about the things that we're learning about taking action, about not waiting for somebody to give us permission. Somebody needs to hear this, guys. They want to join in on our discussion, and they need to know that, they're not the only ones that feel the way they feel. I show up here because it's something that God wants me to do. It's something that I want to do, and I'm locked in. So I'm here. Thank you guys for downloading the episodes. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button so you're notified every time we drop an episode. We have episodes every single Wednesday at 12 p.m. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Also, leave me a review, guys. Let me know what you think about the episodes. Let me know what you guys want to talk about, what you would like to hear. I would definitely like to hear from you guys. And remember to always give yourself grace while you're becoming who you are meant to be, who God has called you to be. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace. And that concludes today's episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's episode. I'm so happy to be back. Guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave me a review and let me know how you enjoyed today's episode. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Well, guys, that concludes our episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Allow Yourself Grace podcast. For additional information about today's episode, please click the link in the show notes below. To learn more about our Grace Girls community and other resources we have to offer, head over to www.allowyourselfgrace.com. Until next time, Grace Girls, I love you all, be blessed, and continue to strive for success.